Hope everybody's enjoying the weather. It's starting to finally get nice here in Michigan.
I was just telling Eric, it went from like winter to summer with no transition. It was like 4 degrees, and then I like covered in mosquito bites this week.
We went from no grass to holy crap, I have to mow twice in 1 week.
Twice this week, yeah. Exactly.
So you know what I hate even worse than the major mood swings of our weather?
What's that?
What our salt does to our vehicle.
Oh, absolutely.
Rots them out. So a lot of you are aware we already have videos out of our gold Cherokee. We call it the Gold Shop Cherokee, but it's pretty much Eric's. He pretty much stole it years ago. The problem with that is it's got a super low mileage motor that we put in it. It's got a brand new transmission we built in-house that's probably like a year or so old.
Yeah.
And we did a bunch of trick stuff. We built it in-house. It's got a totally rebuilt transfer case.
We had some videos out on the series. I know we did like the bumper and the winch install, I think, is on the video.
Yeah, we've done bumper stuff.
Yeah.
We got Rusty's full long arm suspension system on it, his 4-link kit, geared axles, ARBs front and rears. I mean, that Jeep's pretty well set up. Very well set up. Very well built. The problem is we've already done all the rust repair on the body once. We did like lower door skins, floor pans, but like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
The whole unibody is starting to separate.
I was gonna say that might be like 100 years in Michigan winter
literally.
Time.
And the problem is, like, even when you're patching rust like that, you're still patching rust. So the whole unibody on that Jeep is starting to separate. The rust has become uncontrollable. Yeah. It literally looks like the termite rust got to it.
It is bad.
It's just unbelievable. So we got a new Jeep.
Right here?
Yeah, it's right here. Here it is. We've been working on it for a little bit. We, didn't bother to bore you with all of the monotonous details of switching some stuff over. What we did is we loved the gold Jeep so much that we even did a little roundtable discussion. We sat down with Eric, like, do you still want a Cherokee? Maybe we'll get you a nice JK or a JL. Like, maybe we should upgrade. He was like, no.
Yep.
He loves the Cherokee. He wants his Cherokee. And he had options, but that's what he wanted.
Yep.
So we got a hold of a friend of ours named Dom. We've done a lot of business with him over the years. He provided us with a super, super freaky clean, rust-free Southern Cherokee, green in color, so it's not going to be gold anymore. It was a rolling chassis. It's got a 2-wheel drive front axle in it, no motor, no transfer case.
No rust, the most important thing. It is the cleanest Cherokee that I've seen in like 15 years.
Well, so like, I like working with this guy. He's real straightforward, right to the point, real legit. He's on Facebook, Dom Stacks. He's really well known for his Cherokee stuff. He parts on a lot of vehicles. He resurrects a bunch of garbage and makes some nice vehicles. But the guy's really legit. And I said to him, dude, I don't care about any of the details. Is it legitimately rust free? And he said it's one of the cleanest ones I've had in a long time. There's no rust anywhere. So he provided us with a super cool chassis. Like I said, no motor, no trans, no bumpers, no drivetrain of any sort whatsoever. But we have all that. We need a good chassis. So he brought us the chassis. Eric stripped and gutted the interior, redid everything. And I'll show you some video here of that in just a brief moment. And then he started taking all the old body armor off the gold Jeep and putting it on the new Jeep. Again, we didn't bother you with the boredom of the details of doing such. It's literally just pulling bolts out, putting bolts back in, and tedious work. Very tedious. Nothing super fancy to watch in a video. Even actually shot some video, and it was so boring editing, we just got rid of it. It was like, I don't know, nobody wants to watch this.
A 25-hour video of screwing bolts in.
Yep. So we'll show you the overview of where we're currently at. We'll show you how bad the rust is on the gold Jeep. We knew it was bad. But once we started tearing it apart, we were like, I think all of the aftermarket crap was holding it together. It was worse than what we thought it was, actually. So this would be a super cool upgrade for Eric. All rust-free. It's nice. He's not constantly battling all the squeaky floors because they're delaminating. So we are going to show you where we're currently at with the green Jeep. We're calling it the new green shop Jeep. It's Eric's, though. He pretty much stole it long ago. And then we're going to go through the cool stuff. We're going to finish stripping down the gold Jeep. We gotta get the bumper off. I think today we're gonna get the motor trans T-case out. We're gonna try to take it out all as one because we don't have to rebuild everything. Everything's already been done.
Makes it much easier.
So I think we're just gonna take the whole front core support off and just slide out the forklift and slide it right back into the new one. And then we gotta swap all the suspension axles over. But I think we're gonna try to cheat when we do that. We're just gonna do it little sub-assemblies.
Oh.
Yeah,
that'll be interesting.
We don't have to redo anything.
No, you certainly don't.
We just got to get all the good stuff onto the good Jeep. and then we're gonna do some cool graphics. And a lot of things changed on this Jeep though, a lot.
What year is this one versus the gold one? Are they the same?
Eric, what year is the new one?
Are they the same?
2001.
New one's a 2001. What's the gold one?
2000.
2000.
So we
Any
went from a
major differences between the two?
No, zero.
None.
Zero.
Okay, perfect.
No differences. So we went from a 2000 to 2001, so we gained a year newer. But Bob's gonna grab the camera, and I'm gonna talk you over a bunch of things we changed versus, because Eric has changed a few things versus what the gold Jeep used to be.
Yep.
So let's go over some of that. So all Eric has done on the exterior so far is he took all of the Rusty's off-road body armor and he got it transferred to this vehicle. He recoated everything. He already cut and did all the body mods and stuff to gain clearance. He's got the front fenders installed and cut, so he gained clearance there. But it's not gaining clearance, it's basically set up how the old Jeep was set up. He's got all the body armor changed over. It blends in better because this is a dark green versus the gold, so you don't see it as well. We'll eventually do some cool decals on this. A big change is he took off the Rusty's off-road roof rack that we had on the gold Jeep, and he picked up this JCR full-length roof rack because of versatility. The Rusty's rack worked fine. We had no issues with it, and for his application at the time we put it on, it worked phenomenal. But now that me and Bob have rooftop tents, Eric's got in the back of his head that it'd be cool if he wanted to do the same thing, to have the ability to do such. So now he could run a rooftop tent if he wanted for camping and stuff. Might just stick with a ground tent, we don't know. We do know that we already purchased the spare tire carrier mount from JCR that goes up here. So if you wanted to go to a rooftop tent at some point, that would obviously have to come off. And he might not even buy a rooftop tent, but he could. It's just, it's a little bit more of a Lego system. Everything's movable, adjustable. You can take bars out. You can do whatever you need to do to kind of change things all up. And he just wanted to do something different. So he picked this up. He already got this installed. So this is already done. Like I said, we got all the bumpers changed over. We got all the light boxes all moved over. Inside, he changed a lot. There's still a few things we got to do. We need a trim panel for here. We got to go scour the junkyards. Need a trim panel for here. We got to go scour the junkyards. I checked my buddy Dom. He didn't have any. He's got his rack installed in here, and he's got his air system installed. And then there's a whole bunch of changes up front. He's got a Scar Audio sub already installed. We did all brand new carpet in this thing, and we literally redid the whole entire interior. We gutted it down to the firewall. Got all brand new seat covers, all brand new floor mats, brand new headliner. Like I said, brand new carpet kit. Did sound deadening on the floor like we've done on our previous videos, like Bob's TJ and our JLs and stuff. The whole entire floor is sound deadened before the carpet. Any paint blemishes, there was no rust, but any paint blemishes, we touched all that up. Interior wise, it is virtually completely redone and new. We've got a custom little switch panel that Eric made. You can see it right here where the ashtray used to be. So he's got a custom switch panel. We still have to install the stereo, but it's currently still in the gold Jeep. Today is the last day of him driving the gold Jeep, so now he can finish that install. Didn't want to buy a new stereo when we already got one. Let's pop the hood real quick. I'll show you how clean this thing is. We put on the hoist. You guys will be shocked what it looks like underneath. And again, this is why I like having working relationships with people. Without a guy like Dom supplying us this Jeep, we'd have scoured all over down south and getting one shipped up here and trying to find one. But this guy is like the Cherokee connection. And I just love the relationship with him because I can tell him what I want. He's a super straight shooter and he always just gives me what I want. And I pay the guy whatever the hell he asks for because he's always reasonable. This thing is spotless underneath this hood. The only thing we have done is scrub it with an SOS pad degreaser and paint it. That's it. Zero repair work underneath this hood. That's how clean this thing was. We got the JCR battery tray already ready. Why we had the whole entire dash out, we did new AC, condenser, evaporator, new heater core. Everything will be brand new as far as that's concerned. I think Eric went and picked this harness up, didn't you?
Yes.
Yep, so Eric went to the boneyard, just sourced a super clean harness so we could put that in ahead of time. So we don't have to worry about taking the harness out of the gold Jeep. But just this front end is, underneath this hood is just absolutely unbelievably gorgeous, especially when you see how bad the condition of the gold Jeep is. That Jeep went downhill really, really fast thanks to the salt we put on our roads up here. You guys want to see how bad that thing is? That thing's horrible. All right, so this is the gold Jeep. Eric's pretty much gutted anything worth of value out of the inside. When we're done with this, it's gonna probably be disposed of. You can see all the rust. This, again, about 10 years ago, we cut all these lower panels off. We put all new lower panels on it. We did a bunch of rust repair back here. I mean, and the rust wasn't even up here 10 years ago. It's not even into our panels. It's into the new stuff. There's nothing left of this thing. It's garbage.
Half of it.
Like literally, we got free air conditioning. It's just horrible. But this Jeep has been through every winter. He drives it every single day. He goes off-roading with it. He picks his daughter up with it. He takes him to school. He goes gets groceries. I mean, this is literally his everyday driving vehicle. And he puts a crap ton of miles on. He goes off-roading with it. You know, if the roads are crappy and salty and snowy and icy, it's even better reason to go for a drive. We got lockers. We don't care. But it's done. This chassis is done. Look at that. There's nothing left of this damn thing. And underneath is probably even worse. This is just the surface outside. So, like I said, everything under the hood's new or rebuilt. We're gonna take off the Rusty's bumper and make way. And then we're gonna gut everything underneath this hood and transplant it. I love the gold valve cover that matches the Jeep. We're totally gonna put that in the green Jeep and leave it as an homage to the gold Jeep, making it this many years. Because honestly, we're not even mad at this Jeep. We're not even upset. This thing has been so damn good to us. It doesn't owe us a penny. We're not even mad that we have to do this. Not even mad. It's a fun project. But we're gonna leave the gold valve cover just because sometimes you need to know where you came from. Sometimes you need to keep it in perspective.